I was 42 years old when I made the decision that defined the rest of my life. At the time, it didn't feel like a mistake. It felt responsible. It felt ambitious. It felt like what a man was supposed to do. My company offered me a position in another city. Higher salary, bigger office, more power, more respect. There was only one condition. I would need to move immediately. Long hours, heavy travel, no guarantees of free weekends. My wife asked one simple question. Will we still have you? I laughed. Of course, I said. This is for us. But deep down, I knew something. It wasn't just for us. It was for me. I wanted to prove something. To my father, to my friends, to myself. At 42, ego wears a suit and calls itself ambition. We moved. New house, new neighborhood, new schools for the kids. They smiled politely. But children feel instability the way adults feel stress. Quietly. My son was 12. My daughter was 9. That was the age when they needed presence, not presents. The first year, I promised balance. I'll make time. But time is a strange thing. When you chase money, time runs faster than you expect. Meetings became late dinners. Dinners became business trips. Business trips became normal. I started missing small things. Then bigger things. One night, my daughter had a school performance. She had one line. Just one. She practiced it for weeks. Dad, will you come? She asked. Of course, I said. But that same afternoon, a client called. It was a huge opportunity. The kind that makes your boss remember your name. I stayed. I told myself, she'll understand. When I came home, she was asleep. Her costume was hanging on the chair. I stood there longer than I should have. But the next morning, life continued. Because that's what life does. It continues. Whether you are present or not. Years passed. My salary doubled. Then tripled. We bought a bigger house. 2 cars. Private school. Vacations in places I had only seen in magazines. From the outside, we looked successful. From the inside, we were slowly becoming strangers. My son stopped telling me about his friends. My daughter stopped asking if I would come. My wife stopped reminding me of important dates. Not because she didn't care, but because she was tired of being disappointed. At 55, I was at the top of my career. Senior executive. Corner office. People stood when I entered the room. But at home, my chair at the dinner table felt unfamiliar. One evening, my son, now 25, said something calmly that shook me. Dad, I learned how to live without you a long time ago. He didn't say it with anger. He said it with acceptance. That hurt more. Because anger means there's still expectation. Acceptance means they've moved on. At 63, my daughter got married. I walked her down the aisle. She smiled at me. But I knew. Her real emotional support growing up had been her mother. Not me. I was a provider. Not a presence. At 70, I retired. I thought, now I will fix everything. Now I have time. But relationships are not machines. You can't turn them off for 20 years and expect them to restart perfectly. My children visited. They were respectful, kind, but busy, just like I used to be. That's when I understood something painful. They didn't learn my words. They learned my behavior. I taught them that work comes first. So they put work first. 3 months ago, I turned 91. Birthdays are quieter now. No big parties. No loud celebrations. Just reflection. And reflection is brutal when you're honest. If I could go back to 42, I wouldn't reject the job. I would reject the obsession. I would say, yes, I'll work hard. But I would also say, I'm going to my daughter's performance. I'm having dinner with my family. I'm not answering emails on vacation. Because here is the truth no one tells ambitious people. Money replaces effort. Companies replace employees. But children never replace parents. When they stop needing you, that chapter closes forever. I am 91 now. I have enough money. More than enough. But there are moments I would trade every dollar for. One bedtime story. One school play. One ordinary Tuesday evening when my kids were still small and waiting for me. Success felt powerful at 42. But at 91, presence feels priceless. If you are watching this, and you are in your 30s or 40s, listen carefully. Your children do not measure love in salary. Your partner does not measure love in square footage. They measure it in attention, in time, in eye contact, in showing up. Work hard. Be ambitious. But don't sacrifice your irreplaceable moments for replaceable money. Because one day, you will sit in a quiet house, and the only thing louder than silence will be regret. I was 42 when I chose money over family. I am 91 now. And if I could change one thing, I would come home earlier.